And we're golden. We're so back with Pikmin 4, and today we're going to be doing a bunch of night missions, I believe, because, you know, Olimar needs to get, like, rescued or some shit. He's a leafy boy right now. Anyway. Did I say Lucas to work on Pikmin 4? I think I mentioned Pikmin 4. It is cold in the basement. Colder than I expected. So I'm using what I can. And that consists of my heater mostly. Anyway. Fill in some quests first. Probably be optimal. Go find me more onions. All right. Jeez. Dalmo doesn't. Wait, that's not Dalmo. What is this kid's name again? Forgot. Can I check in the map? Dash. Okay. All right. Dalmo, actually, this time. I believe we encountered some new species. Oh, wow. Yeah, we did. Notes. On the Oculus Stomagellus larva, second molt. Another interesting case where this dwarf bulborb is an actual child of the bigger ones. Just like the bull bears. Interesting. The ice crystals on its back are finely detailed and delightfully iridescent. As a juvenile of the species, it sometimes overproduces that sparkling layer of crystals. One of its parents will then snappily crack it away with ice so it doesn't weigh on the little one down. My heart melts when I see such loving family dynamics out in the wild. That is pretty fun. That's some fun knowledge about the frosty bulborb. A creature that thrives in the coldest climates, its ice-coated haunches shimmer like a living jewel in the frigid air. You can admire the way it sparkles to your heart's content, but don't get too close. You'll get frosty frozen on the spot if you touch it. I don't know, I've been pretty fine. Let's see. I did not mean to click on you, but get to observe his lovely eyeballs that are definitely the same shape and size. When I see this blazing beastie, I get a rush of excitement. It's easy to lose track of time while staring fixated at the flame-enshrouded form of the fiery Bulblex. Its appearance brings to mind the molten ancient molten landscapes from an era of our earliest ancestors. I can read. Let's do these two. The horned cannon beetle. Huh. Not the armored cannon beetle? Thought that's what it was called in Pikmin 1. Huh. Its giant shiny black carapace is one of the precious stones of the natural world. When it lifts its ebony wings, the briefly visible flesh beneath creates a striking color contrast. This is a living work of art that transcends the imagination. Sure. Arctic cannon larva. Whether or not there's snow on the ground, when this surprising sweetie comes around, you can have a snowball fight anytime. But don't expect it to go easy on you. You're in for a one-sided defensive battle, and you might end up looking like a snowman by the end. Grantis frostitum. That reminds me, is this... Granitus triculina, Granitus ferus. Different. Haven't we seen one of the, like, red ken beetle larva? Thought we had. Interesting. Very interesting. Completely different creatures. Anyway, with a countenance like a little helmet-wearing soldier, it zips up to set its sights from the sky, then strikes its target. This captivating critter is truly a pro. It's unfortunate that when it flies up into the air, you can't see the clever false eyes on its shell or charming face anymore. Maybe. I don't know. Sounds like probably in like a complainy way. Oh, you can't see its armored face anymore. Probably. Dalmo likes these things a little bit more than I think is necessary. There's like some boys, some dudes that I feel like deserve it. Not everyone. It's bewitching to behold the way it skitters. I feel like that should be scatters around on those long, slender lapis lazuli blue legs while carrying treasure on its back. If, in an excess of excitement, you reach out and a hand to touch it, a starting splash of water will deter you. Should deter you. Be calm and quiet around this beastie. No. Two. It's always important to keep your cool, but my proximity to this frosty darling may be making me a bit too cold. I feel that in the basement. Just one blow from this critter as it skitters about on its icy long legs is quite chilling indeed. This motherfucker. Only, like, shows up twice in the game. I, again, like, watched a video about, explaining the thingos, the beasties, and this was mentioned and how it didn't appear that much, which is unfortunate because like fierce mode makes the enemies more difficult to fight, but I feel like they could have placed more enemies as well. That's the thing, like even though Pikmin 2 was kind of like, not kind of, really fucked with it, I feel like there's a fine line in between that could have been hit. Probably not even that fine. It probably is pretty broad. It's just like we hit both ends of the spectrum and didn't hit anywhere in the middle, which is interesting. Anyway, with this little darling around outer space's power problems are solved. These generate enough energy to light up the night and help people live comfortably on the most ragingly hot or frigidly cold planets. It'll cost to feed them, but that's a minor detail. How much? Well, it's gotta be pretty high voltage if they're shooting electricity through the air. It's gotta be a lot. Dalmo might be right on this one. That's a lot of power. It takes a lot of power to make electricity go through the air. Please don't call it the flying snowman. The sight of this flying around on it with its magnificent wings, scattering ice like diamonds, evokes thoughts of a snow sprite. Sprite. I actually had Sprite from a restaurant not too long ago. And man, that fountain Sprite does hit different. It really does. Anyway, let it soothe away all of your woes and anxiety. I don't think I said witness this beauty of nature in the and. I just... Okay. Well, I know how to read. Look at it. It looks like your breakfast table's longtime staple, a loaf of bread with perfect color and buttery shine. Just from looking at it, I swear the aroma of baking wafts past my nose. But you've never seen your bread loafing about like this. If you observe them for a while, you might catch them dragging things around with their mouths. It's heart-meltingly adorable. Perfectly cooked, golden brown, and fluffy. It must be a fresh-baked loaf of bread. Oh, my mistake. This is the widely unique giant bread bug, with the texture and vibrancy only a living creature can possess. Don't let your eyes and gut deceive you. This lumbering muffin might just take offense if you mistake it for a loaf of fresh bread. This is definitely the breadiest he's ever appeared, and I love him. I'll just take a nice good look at him. What are you going for, buddy? What's over there? Big jumps. I love this bread bug. Oh, he's so good at covering stuff up. Look at him go. I also like how we have the SS Beagle here, because like the only way to damage this thing is to shove him up into space. Oh, you just pulled it here to have fun with it? Okay, buddy. You don't hear the funny music he has, but you get to see him walk. Look him go! Look at that. End of loaf side. What a specimen. What a creature. That I abused like 2 of. It's fine. Gildemander. What was the other one called? No, I don't want to engage him. I don't want to fight this guy. And engage. Gildemandwee. It's the same species. We just call it a dwee. No, I'd call it a dweeb. This guy didn't eat nearly as much as these fucking little things did. Let's see. Defeated. Pikmin casualties 16. 2. Bad at fighting those little ones. I'm just gonna... Notice the gold sparkles on its back. In order to survive, this delight of a creature spends a mind-boggling amount of time collecting those special gold stones. This, though it isn't real gold, it can confuse the sensors. That's another marvel of the natural world for you. That's another marvel of the natural world for you. No, there's a different way you end that sentence. In fact, I can't get tonation right. I hate myself. There's an even smaller one? It's a snoot whack! Miniature snoot whacker. But it's like an adult. He's just small. Are there baby snoot whackers that are not mini? The way it catches its food, protects its belly, and gets up while working with the weight of a sizable trunk are all taught by its diligent parents. Oh, I guess adolescent is more teen than adult, right? Instead of hand foot, they attend to their offspring nose and foot. Alright. They prepare the child for the day it will leave the nest and eventually become a parent itself. What a guy. Freeze cake. The way its blue-white shell is woven through with cracks makes it look like a porcelain coaster. What's more, it's cold enough to keep your drink chilled. Of course, this remarkable critter is very much alive and would flip-flop your drink right over. Dang. I bet it only... No, I know it only stays cold if it's still alive. Otherwise, it'd probably be a pretty cool coaster. Keeping your drink cold. Well, I would like my drink cold. Not now. Now drink can be warm. Parasitus pseudofungi elasticis hostis. Spore of it. Picture this scenario. Like this poor darling, you're conscious but no longer in control of your body. That's fucking terrifying. Someone or something else has taken you over. I already said it was horrifying, Dalmo. But what if the thing controlling you couldn't live if it didn't do that? Sometimes it's simply a matter of course. Oh, I forgot that we fought a moldy slooch. Slugga choo choo. Also, the same creature. The same thing is infecting both of these. That's interesting. I like that. Here comes the fungal spore train. The miasma emitting from the fungus on its back has toadstool spores in it. If you must observe it, do so from as far away as possible, or risk ending up as a fungal choo-choo too. You know, if a parasitic blob thing infected me, I don't think I would turn into a train. Just saying. I'm very untrain-like. No matter how much I like Thomas the Tank Engine. Will Dalmo turn into a train? That's a strange thing to say for Dalmo. When it cowers down to roll up, it looks like it's feeling lonely. If you get closer, the needles all over the body can become projectiles that will launch at you. I can't help thinking this is just a plea for attention. It's okay, Prickly Bean. I'll be your friend. Aquilian. No, yes, Aquilian. I do like him. He's pretty fun. Icy Blowhog. This frosty flyer may exhale frigid breath, but you can touch it without having to worry about freezing. Its face remains quite cool, but it expels warm air from its little holes on its side. If you're feeling chilled, you can sidle up next to this little one. That's interesting. A very useful way of, like, showing that it is expelling heat to make it cold. It is sucking or blowing the hot out, rather. Chili hop. Slick and bulbous with a refreshingly frank face, that's one classy hopper. When it lands after jumping, it spills out cold air around it. Mischievous and cool, this little fellow needs to leave some personality for the rest of us. Hey, lose any Pikmin to this guy? No, he's fine. Butter. Bitch. Anyway. Oh! Get some notes on the white and purple Pikmin. These tiny white Pikmin can dart about quite swiftly. Their bold red eyes are as charming as they are startling. Like a flower that has sharp thorns, these little cute little ones possess a potent poison. Such small critters need to be tough to survive. So true. What about this guy? They're just standing there. They don't have anything to fight. They're just like chilling. The other Pikmin have like something they're fighting, right? Yellow, blues, rocks, wings, ice, white, chilling. Purple Pikmin are not a fighting Pikmin. They're just there to chill, you know? I don't think I've heard a purple Pikmin. Oh my god, look at them laying down. I don't think I've ever heard them hurt a fly. They're just bros. That's our chance right there. Oh my god. It's profoundly having feeling holding a living thing in your arms. It can be overwhelming to realize that this thing is really alive. That said, these little ones have a density to them that makes it extremely heavy. To hold them at all is difficult, but don't worry. They're strong enough that they can hold you. You late early 2000s in Soviet Russia, Pikmin hold you. Oh my god. What do you got? So many things. Be warned, if you take a bite of this doughy raft, you'll quickly find yourself awash in torrential rivers sweet cream. Your only choice is to eat as quickly as you can. If you can't keep up, ask someone to throw you in a life preserver before it's too late. So it splurges on you? It's a very eloquent way of saying it. Do they love me? Do they love me not? These are the questions we have all asked ourselves at one time or another. And this cookie has the simple answer. Has the answer. Jesus. Simply eat each tasty petal as you ask your question. What will the answer be? The final bite will tell. Loves me, loves me not, loves me, loves me not, loves me, loves me not, loves me, loves me not. Fuck! Damn it. It's so over. Anyway. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so it's whatever, it's the opposite of whatever you begin with. Loves me not, loves me, loves me not, loves me, loves me not, loves me, loves me not, loves me. Yay! It'd be a little bit more deceptive if, you know, you couldn't tell how many petals it had. But also, when you're getting to near the end of the flower, at that point you're like, I have 3 left. I'm at loves me not. Like the next one you're gonna pull is loves me not, so it'd be loves me not, loves me not. And you're just like, oh well, I guess that was a bad flower. Like, it's a soft game. Just play the flower you want. Begin the way you want, and you'll get the thing you want. But then again, who would actually think about it like that? Me. Yeah, well, that's just how it is. Art. The shape of this treasure represents perhaps the most important things there are in the universe. Life and love. If you pour your heart into this cookie and give it to someone you care about, it's sure to have a powerful effect on them. I do like these cookies a lot. I'm not gonna lie. These and like Kawachki. Kawachki. I said it the fucking American way. I can't. Anyway, Kawachki. The like little doughs that are rolled with gel, not jello, but like jam inside them. Fucking love them. They're so good. Usually appear around Christmas time, so I hope I find some or someone brings them to the table. I would like them a lot. It's weird though, because like there's only some places that I feel like make it the way I expect them to be made. Because you gotta have the right dough, and you gotta have like for Kawachki specifically, you gotta have the right dough. You gotta have the filling. Usually, I think people can get away with pretty fine. But if you have the right dough and filling, oh my god, fuck. But like these like shortbread cookies with the like little jams inside them are also pretty good. But there's just something about Kawachki. They have like a flaky dough. I mean, it's nice. Like a not quite like a pastry. A little bit more dense than that, but still, it's supposed to have like a little bit of a layer to it. Man. I'm gonna have to try to find some really good ones again. No, I'm gonna think too much about them. I need to move on. The SS Berry. This spaceship was clearly styled to look like a cake with fruit atop it. I suspect it was specifically designed for couples heading to space on their honeymoon. Goodness, I hope no one tries to eat it. The ship might crash in some strange locale. Hardly the idyllic vacation newlyweds dream of. I don't know, whenever I imagine a honeymoon vehicle, I always think of like random car with cans behind it. I would love to eat that though. That does look good. Unbreakable Promise. A hoop topped by a stone made of the hardest substance in the universe. I don't think diamonds are the hardest substance. A perfect gift to give when making an unbreakable promise. Though I'm told this stone can, in fact, be broken. Perhaps then it's meant to be meant as a reminder that no promise is truly unbreakable. Wow. I guess he did mention that it can be broken. I guess if you're not looking for the specific way to break it, it's pretty hard to break. But you can, in fact, chip at it, so. Is there something else on the same hardness scale as diamonds that's less prone to being cut? I don't know. I'm not a gemologist. Okay, sorry. I just got a message from Mom that she was at a restaurant for her work's like Christmas party, and she sends me a picture of, I swear, my fucking cousin. Like walking into the store. And I know it's not my cousin because he's currently at home. And also 500 miles away. from where my parents live. So, it's absolutely wild. It's kind of a blurry picture, but it's absolutely wild just how similar this dude looks to my cousin. It's insane. That's fucking wild. Oh my god. Anyway, back to Pikmin, or rather, reading the stream. See. Oh yeah, we completed the gambling addiction series. Better keep an eye out when in close proximity to the sentient disc. Can poker chips talk to you? I don't think they can, though. Snows. Not gonna lie. Apparently, it has a bit of anger management problem. Huh. Further details about this its tendency to lash out have been lost to time, which makes it all the more intimidating, doesn't it? Does it? Disc of angry wisdom. Mother is still texting me, so sorrowful wisdom. In moments of sorrow, it may be helpful to consult with this unusually intelligent life form. Empathy is one of the highest forms of intelligence, so this disc surely has more than enough to share with you. You may not be able to hear its wisdom, but you will feel it. Sure. I believe you think that, Schnauz. Amusing wisdom! Oh, shit, let's throw in 50 grand! Jesus. Sometimes you wake up and decide that today will be unlike every other standard issue day. Today, you tell yourself, will be filled with fun and amusement. And what could be more amusing than dancing? Why, nothing. And on days like this, simply grab this disc and get your groove on. Turn around with abandon. Yes, soon enough, you will have your return. You will have to return to your life as usual. But I promise it's okay to let your inner rhythm take you away on occasion. I'm not gonna grab a 50 poker chip and dance. Okay. There was only one of these? Ever? Weird. Should you ever find yourself stunned beyond words, this wise creature will be a true friend to you. Let waves of knowledge wash over you and bring you about an inner calm. Indeed, there's something soothing about simply being in its presence. Black on yellow, hurt a fellow. Yellow on red. You're good, Fred. Right? That's what it is. These chips can't hurt you. And then the full package. The 50 chip is seriously just like kind of floating there. Makes me think that there is another one that I haven't collected. Okay. Unless they just float. I haven't seen any 50 chips float in my time, but... Alright. 2 flat sides and a corner. Could this fragment belong in the bottom left position? Or does it go above on the top right spot? No. My gut instincts say bottom left. Sometimes your gut is all you have to go on. And go on. You must. Okay. Did you know this lumpy cake doubles as a cushion? Clever idea, no? It's just the right amount of softness and firmness for you sitting on. When you grow hungry, you just take a bite. What a sweet treat it is, too. Who knew a cushion could be so satisfying? I don't think I would want to eat something I sit on. Yeah, I don't think it works like that. This snack not only satisfies hunger, but intellectual curiosity too. How do the arms of this snack intertwine like that? Get some friends together and talk it over while you nibble away on the problem itself. You're sure to arrive at the tasty answer eventually. I mean, you can kind of see how it... Never mind. No. Zest bomb. Zest bomba, yeah. Alright, anyway. A number of fruits looks quite similar to this one. But while they may be rather forgettable in appearance, are they? Its refreshing fragrance will live in your memory forever. Those with a mature palate should also sample its bitter taste. A zesty experience indeed. I do like them. I think the biggest problem with limes is that you can't just eat them raw. Just a little bit too sour and bitter for that. But man, do they zest up a dish. So good. On the other hand, these things. Hell yeah. It's a miracle anyone tried to eat this unpleasant looking fruit for the very first time. You'd think its hairy exterior would have scared them off. Yet, eat it they did. And we should all be grateful for what a tasty treat it is. Further proof that luck favors the bold. Apple. This fruit is a member of the plant family Bugatinidae. Bugatinidae? Really? What? Hold on. Apple family name says Rosaceae. Nah, whatever this made-up word is. Bugatinidae? Kingdom. Order. Family. Rosaceae. Yeah, yep. You fucking lie to me, schnoz. This is why you look things up after you find stuff out. The internet could be lying to you. The internet could also keep their sound on for the stream and double it into the mic. Anyway, as its name implies, the insect condo is a popular abode choice for a number of insects. And who could blame the bugs for taking residence in here? This fruit is not just homey, but also quite delicious. I ate an apple that was red on the inside. Tasted like an apple. Pretty good apple too. Not gonna lie, I quite liked it. It was very weird because it was red on the inside. Fun apple. Also reminds me, crazy apple fact. the seeds of the apple will not have the same apple as the apple that they came from. Which is really wild, makes me want to plant a lot of random apple trees. Anyway. There's no other way to say it. The inside of the seed hive is quite grotesque. That knot of black orbs in its belly. Yuck. But many seeds means many cultivation opportunities, and there's no reason to turn our noses up at that. Papaya? Then? Neat. The windmills. Can we hear it? I know the Pikmin had made this thing go. Seems to sing of heroic tales and captured princesses. I hope that one day I'm able to sell these rare treasures to a hero as valiant as these dulcet tones. This was the Song of Storms, right? Too bad I can't, like, play it. That's unfortunate. Robot. Think Tank Combo Bot. Look at this robot. It was made to command, to lead, and the greatness in is in its eyes and in its horns. How can one be a great leader, robot or otherwise, without followers? Likewise, what is a head without a body? Important questions for us to all to ask. Nexus Combo Bot. Ah, the very heart of the robot. It all comes together right here. Separate parts join to become one. Voila! A team is born. Takes determination and drive to pull everyone together, but that's what the heart of the team does. And that's how victory is won. Yep. Look at its robot arm. It's ready to seize victory in its steely fist. It fires at its enemies, and not out of anger, but out of necessity. It does what must be done, and never flinches from that duty. Yes, that's what valor looks like. And it's a good look, indeed. The right arm is all about valor and victory. The left arm is about love and peace. You could say that while one hand throws a punch, the other reaches out for a handshake. I think I already read this one, right? Yeah. These were supposed to be read in tandem, and I did not have that piece at that time. Neat. This robot's right leg is planted solidly on the ground. It stands firm. This posture says, you can do anything if only you have the courage and the conviction to do it. Inspiring, isn't it? Yes, yes it is. Now I, too, am ready to put my own foot down. In high school, I took this advanced robotics class, which, we got, like, a bunch of these, like, robotic kits, for something like this, with a bunch of, like, servo motors. You were supposed to be able to, like, program it to move, which was part of what we wanted this thing to do. Except the school computers would not allow the program to be on there. So we couldn't do it. And as far as we tried, we couldn't get it to run on anyone's, like, personal laptop either, so kind of fell through, unfortunately. Oh, well, I don't think I read everything. Hold on. View my treasures! We only have 100 more to go. Ah, buddy display. This device, oh, the frame, not only stores, but also displays images from a distant past. Jeez. And there's something about the image frozen on the screen now. They forgot. Did they forget about pictures that don't move? The two friendly creatures pictured there are familiar somehow. Try as I might, I can't quite put my finger on it. Yo, what a nice, like, pocket calculator. It's got a lot of stuff in it. Even a square root. No powers, though, which is interesting. I would assume that this is a nice pocket calculator to use for, like, business people. I would assume that some kind of, like, power exponential thing would be here. That's the word, exponential. This enormous computing machine not only allows for complex number crunching, but ensures these critical calculations can be completed whenever needed. Note the enormous solar cell that powers it. Whoever built this marvel has harnessed the incandescent fury of the sun itself and used it for math. Yeah, that would be us, the humans. We're so cool. What would you say if I told you this spear is capable of shattering everything from a single solid stone to an entire iceberg? Would you shake your head in disbelief? Well, it's the truth. In fact, it works so well that you should start using it to break things. You might find it hard to stop. Once you start, should you start using to break things, you might find it hard to stop using it to break things. It's just so satisfying. Of course, that's how one suddenly finds himself surrounded by nothing but rubble. It's gonna dab things. Point of honor. No tridents, only a bident. Dimension converter. The technology built into these specs is incredible. To begin, there's a filter in each lens that alters the light at a quantum level. Dimensions are converted in the process, and things you couldn't see that were right in front of you are revealed. Eye-opening. Is that a Doctor Who reference? Ultra hyper technology? Huh. Alright. Love nugget. I don't know what it is about this fruit, vegetable, whatever it is, but take one bite and your heart is sure to heat up. I know mine does. Is it love at first bite, or am I just imagining things? I think we discussed this before about how tomatoes are apparently like an aphrodisiac. Anyway, crush nugget. If a crush was a taste rather than a feeling, this fruit is where you'd go to experience it. The feeling starts small, then you take that first bite and think, not so sure I like it. But then you take another bite, and another, only to discover you not only love it, you not only like the taste, but have come to love it. Suddenly you have a full-blown food crush on your hands. Just remember, many things in life are an acquired taste, so be sure to keep an open mind. That's pretty true. There's like some things that you probably will never really like. But then again, if you don't force yourself to keep eating something, you won't come to like it. Unless you're like allergic to it, in which case, don't eat it. That's a pro tip. Coming from someone who's lactose intolerant and still drinks and eats dairy. I think I'm less lactose intolerant. It comes in waves. Sometimes it's a good week, sometimes a bad week. Heroic sword. This sword was once wielded by a hero who stood on the battlefield cutting down enemies. It said the sword's bold color drew enemies in and attracted them. The hero made easy work of them and started transfixed. As they stared, transfixed by his blade. Interesting. 2. The symbol looks like the container of some sort. Perhaps one that contains life itself. Gets a sense of vitality from it, almost as if the more of these you have, the more power you have to overcome adversity. But be careful. Not sure they're not. I'm sure they're not easy to obtain. Yeah? There can be no doubt that the symbol seen here represents power. Look at it. Everything about it screams strength. Surely in the right, and even wrong, hands, its power would be immense. Perhaps it's best not to approach it unless you have to. Yeah. Rolling this stone so that it lands on the specific symbol you want is no easy task. 12 sides is a lot of sides. Why even try? But when you do, at last get the symbol you hoped for, what a thrill. I'm sure it's sure to keep you trying again and again. I guess? Sure, yeah. The ancient people turned to this luck wafer when things weren't going well for them. It served as a reminder that no matter how much it rained, the storm always eventually passed. And the same goes for bad times. These too will always blow away on the breeze. Yeah. Alright. Time for tea. I'm parched. Oh, oops. Minty. Alright. See, someone has a quest for us. Francois. Good job. We did it. And yeah, this is another repeating mission. Always 300. Yeah, let's just look at this map. Hello. Except the 5th and 6th one don't do anything for me, so... Yeah. Actually, I think like 8 total Flarlocks, right? Yeah. Sure, Yanni. Or should I say, Laurel? That was the thing with the sound that said either Yanni or Laurel, right? What a weird time. Same with the black and blue / white gold dress. If I looked at it, I could see both of them. It was neat. Like, if I looked at it, like, at the right angle and squint. Unlike those optical illusion stairs, which can be either direction. Those are unfortunate. Just gonna let Ochi keep getting things. Just gonna do nice. Okay, sick. There we go. Oh, there's some boys coming. Oh god, there's more. Come on. Aha. There we go. Y'all can handle that, I believe. I'm gonna try to take out the big billboard first. Oh, did some of them die? Yeah. Oh god, there's a big one. A bunch of little tiny ones. Oh, she's got this one. Come on. Oh god. Ah, why? Pochi, delete these things. Get him! Pochi, get these things. Get him! Oh my god. That was a lot more dangerous than I thought it'd be. Like, we almost got all of them. Just didn't know that they would come from that direction. Otherwise, I probably would have tried to go there first. And at least have gotten, like, the tiny ones. If I got, like, all the tiny holes, then it would have been a lot easier. Could have gone for the bigger board first, but this the way it is. The way it be happening. Oh, did each hole count as a creature? Oh, we're just going straight for Olimar. Neat. I thought we were gonna, like, have to do a few of them until we got to Olimar. That's okay. Well, all right. I did it. Exciting morning. My friend, to wall pick. I see. Actually, I don't know if they consider me a friend. I do throw them into danger a lot. Administer the cure! Is there a cutscene for this? Oh, look! It's Olimar. He's fine. So many spacesuits. Who are you guys? Excuse me while I get my bearings. I must have been shipwrecked. Looks like I've caused you all quite a bit of trouble. My apologies. I owe you the entire rescue corps a massive thank you. Truly. Oh, how silly of me. I forgot to mention. I am Captain Olimar of the great SS Dalton. A hard worker and family man who often sacrifices his time off to support his family. He also seems to be a magnet for bad luck. Isn't that true? Or once, great SS Dolphin. It's currently in disrepair. My employer is going to be less than pleased when I return home. Well, if you haven't been shipwrecked, then we'd never have found all the treasure here. We could use up some of the profits to buy you a new ship. While we're at it, let's get this SS Serpent plated in gold. Gold plated? No, the SS Shepherd would look better with a chrome finish. And that's enough joking around for now. Officers, prepare for our voyage home. Sure. We did it. Olimar has been rescued. Game over. See that running little Pikmin? All right. Let's blast off into the great known. Because we were just in the unknown. I think we're good. Steve! Don't go where the fire... Oh, wait, no, he's fine with fire. No, John! Walter, what are you doing? You must say goodbye to them, too. Only John, Steves, and Walters. Interesting. Farewell, Pikmin. Thank you for everything. Own voyage. Wait, the ship has a asteroid repelling shockwave? Why didn't that work? Anyway. How do we say goodbye to PNF 404? There's a Jesse, there's a Dwayne. No Cube, no T. No Chad. Well, Chad's usually underground, and so is Betty. Yeah, that's the main story. We rescued Olimar and everything is fine. Which only means I have a lot of Olimar things to read. Oh, there he is. There's T. Chasing the butterfly. Steve chasing him. So nice. Over here in Pikmin land. Like, obviously we're not done with the game, so I'm not going to give my full thoughts. But there are some things that I like more than other things. I like the angle. Down on the ground, getting gritty with all the enemies. But the enemies feel sparse. I really like the art direction, personally. But they only let you take out 3 types of Pikmin at a time. Strange. The targeting system could use some work. But otherwise, I feel like the movement's pretty smooth. There's hits and misses. I can see exactly why this game is very divisive. Some people absolutely love it, and some people absolutely despise it. Oh, Glow Pikmin. What a funny guy. Guys. Just two of them? Not like a whole ball of them? Oh, 3? Oh, shit. 4? But, yeah. I think... it's hard to place it. Because I think, on the whole, I enjoy it about the same as Pikmin 1. Pikmin 1 is rough because it's the first game. What is that motherfucker doing here? Get out of my credits. I already knew he was on this planet, but I need him out of my credits. Get the fuck out. Get out of here. Moss is huge. Like, Moss is really big. I did not notice that before. I didn't like consciously observe this, but Moss is huge. Anyway. Yeah. I think on the same level of Pikmin 1, because Pikmin 1 is a good start to the series. Rough. Really rough. The newer playstyles make it more playable, but it still has some weird shit going on with the AI. Pikmin 2 is my favorite. Pikmin 3 on a replay is a closer second than I thought. But all really good games. I really like the Pikmin series. We're not done with this game, but I guess I did get into my thoughts. Yeah. We are going to probably take a break shortly after the credits, but I'm going to let them do their thing first. Taking a while. Update staff. Oh, like the update that just came out in November? Wild that they have like a whole separate credit for it. Interesting. Also, Fierce Mode could be different. I feel like Fierce Mode could have been more about like enemy placement than necessarily enemies having more HP and less Pikmin to take out. Otherwise, the update is, I think, pretty decent. They added the stuff that they wanted to add to the game, which, yeah. I still think the targeting is a little bit rough, but whatever. Anyway. And me. I made this game. There wasn't like a special thanks. It was just like, and me. Very tiny for my name on the screen. But yeah. There are all the things. We lost 123 Pikmin. I lost 1, 2, 3 Pikmin. That's fucking wild. Really funny. But, let's see. Lost 1 white Pikmin. How did we have 16 white Pikmin? Did we ever find them, like, wild? I think that's the only time that they could possibly appear as a group of 6. How the fuck did I have 16? That doesn't make sense. They sprout in groups of 5. I don't get it. Whatever. Also, I think in the first part of the game, you can only get red, yellow, blue, and ice onions. Strange that there are 2 blue onions, though. Did not expect that. So, lost a surprising amount of yellow and ice Pikmin. I'm noticing now how weird it is to have like a big old hole on the top of the spaceship. Wait, suspend the warp now. Something's wrong with Ochi. He done like space no more. Why does it look like we're on a green screen? Anyway, what could this be? Space sickness? No. It would take much more than that to rescue a pup out of commission. There must be some explanation. Ochi's symptoms seem to have stabilized since we stopped this as a shepherd and paused for a flight. We need to head back to that planet right away. Olimar, what's going on? I'll explain later. But right now, you need to turn this ship around and return to the planet quickly. Back to the planet we go! Left my fool of a coworker on that planet. We'll take that explanation now, Captain Olimar. Just look. Oh, she's feeling better. Think that leaf may be the cause of his troubles. Before the rescue corps received my call for help, I did attempt an escape from this planet on my own. But unbeknownst to me, Moss has stuck into my ship's cargo hold. She started exhibiting symptoms much like Ochi's. Rushed back to this home planet, and that's when I shipwrecked yet again. Oh wow. I don't know why, but organisms growing these leaves are seemingly unable to leave this planet. No, can't be. It is. Can we use the magic you created to cure Ochi? Actually, while making cure for Olimar, I had a hunch and tested on Ochi too. Sadly, had no effect. Oh. And never mind. The amount of batch you need for a medicine for a dog or person is dubious. So what do we do now? Work together. That's right. If we all put our heads together, we're sure to find a way to cure Ochi. Listen up, everyone. During our attempted escape from this planet, we received a message from headquarters dated a while back. Must have been out of range while within the planet's atmosphere. Planet. So, what did it say? It's a request to rescue all castaways currently stranded on this planet. Provide a list. Here, take a look. Well, that's nice. We have a whole list. It's a lot. Huh. I know this cup right now. Wheel? Well, I know of her. Okay. She's famous at she's famous in academic circles and is a preeminent veterinarian. Perhaps she could help us cure Ochi. Nell isn't the only Kopite on this list. Did she come with companions? Makes sense. She probably wouldn't have come here alone. But I don't remember encountering any Kopites when I was leafling. If I had to guess, they'd say they must have crashed in an area that neither Rescue Corps nor I have explored. Then we'll have to find a way to extend our radar's reach to expand our search radius. Sounds like we're going to need a lot more sparklium. Officers, get to work. Uh-huh. Russ, you think it's possible to boost our radar even more? Oh, Colin, never underestimate the power of science and forethought. I've already implemented a direct connection. Oh god, I did not read that. Impressively fast, to say the least. Can't say I understand most of what you said, but it sounds like we should go ahead and switch on the radar. Radar. Oh my god, I can read so well today. Now then, let's begin our search. Got some. Probably, maybe. Let's rescue off the ground. Ochi's counterparts. This Nell is a renowned veterinarian. She should have some ideas for what to do about Ochi's tail. Focus search efforts in the newly discovered area. What would a veterinarian be doing from Kobai on this planet? Hell yeah, I'm gonna talk to you, Olimar. You're cool. Just gonna send Ochi away, I guess. He's frozen in time. Ah, there you are. Just so you know, if you've ever like to hear more about my shipwreck experience, I'd be happy to share. If you're ever curious about something, please feel free to ask me about it. I would be honored to assist you in any way I can. Tell me the tale. So, there I was. And there's a side mode of Olimar's shipwreck tale, which I think is so fucking neat. There's another game in this game, apart from the mode where it's at night. I remember liking this a lot. I'm not sure when I want to play through the entirety of it. I could do that, like, starting next week and just, like, play through, like, essentially Pikmin 1 again, except in the Pikmin 4 world. And then we can, oh, excuse me, jump back into, Pikmin 4 proper. But I think for now, I want to keep doing Pikmin 4. Or at least, like, finish one more day out. And then save the rest of it for, like, next time. And we'll start with, like, just Olimar's Tale. Anyway. We do want to train OG. Sure. Super buff, which goes up to 1,100. So I think that I won't necessarily need this. Anything that's too heavy for me to lift with a full squad of purple Pikmin, I think, has been reduced to only be a full squad of purple Pikmin for fierce mode. So I'm not gonna focus heavily on that. But think I do want him to just move faster. So I'm gonna do that. Oh. You'll be able to start carrying stuff in the water. Like, again, I don't want him to be a too powerful pup. He deserves some power, but not all the power. Anyway. Let's get that. Man, I could do another night expedition. You know what? I will just kind of go through a bunch of night expeditions. Maybe a couple of them. Because maybe I should... Oh, we're just done with that area. Maybe I should just do the new area after Olimar's Shipwreck Tale. I think that might be cool. Sunwashed Plateau. It's interesting that not all of the base camps have a mission surrounding them. It's just like 3 missions at some point in the area. Right. Turn around. Yeah, I'm gonna have them do that. Right. Creatures are starting to perk up. There is a luminal this way. Okay, I'm gonna head that way. Or tricknol, rather. There's also this. Oh, wait, it would be this way. Oh no. No, there's... Oh no. Oh my god. We're gonna go down here then. Okay, Ochi got it. It's fine. Oh my god, a tricknol. Dang it. I'm gonna first go back to the knoll. Come on! On! Get him! Wonder why... I feel like 30 Pikmin is a very small amount of glow Pikmin that I should have at this point. I can get him. No! Ochi, why aren't you attacking him from the back? There we go. That's all of them. I wish I could teleport like the glow Pikmin do. I sure did. Yep. Maybe I should have gotten the big chomp so that Ochi could attack things in the midair. It'd be pretty useful for nighttime. Well, it's the way it is. I said I would take a break like 30 minutes ago, and I didn't. Probably because I wanted to take a break shortly after the credits rolled, but then there was story after that. Hmm. Well, oh well. At most, I want to do like one more night mission before I end for the day, so I'm just gonna wait. Glow Pikmin cannot die. What do you mean? Well, when a glow Pikmin meets its demise, it returns into photons and returns into luminal, or so it seems. Are they really Pikmin then? Living photon beings? Sure, I guess. Nope. Let's get this guy. Yummy. Gene. So he's in a search for the next uncharted planet to explore, as well as someone who wants to hear tales of his past adventures. That's like the first like adventurer. It's like someone who just wanted to explore the planet we've gotten, not like a school teacher. Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. Sure. After I listen to Olimar's tale. And after I do some of these things. Anyway. You're the one that saved me. Thank you. I'll never forget your kindness. My name is Gene. I'm an adventurer wandering the universe in search of uncharted lands. Adventurers never skip their training. You can do almost most anything as long as you can rely on the physical self. Which brings me to another important aspect of Dandori training, meditation. Why don't you give it a try? What do you have? Oh. Okay. So this guy does Dandori battles, this guy does Dandori challenges. Okay, I see. Oh, well, hold on. Hold on. I think the flower person wants to talk to me. Did I bloom any glow Pikmin flowers? I don't remember that. I'll believe you. Alright, let's do one more of these, and then probably end for the day. Man, the things take so much damage. The leaflings are just like laying there. Maybe they just photosynthesize and they're fine. I don't know. Feels weird to just leave them like laying outside when people usually go inside the ship to sleep. Actually, I don't know where the other people sleep. Do we have like a... Oh no, there's two of them. I don't know if I'll be able to do this good. Good. Okay, that's fine. Hey, new blood, can you hear me? About tonight's location, you should find 2 luminals. That's exciting because if you can protect them until morning, we can start harvest 2 glow saps. Hypothesis is that the 2 luminals are connected underground. What does that mean? Well, if one breaks, neither will release glow sap. Fine. There's only one of you, so this might be a good time to take advantage of OG's protection skills. Yep. Alright, just gonna, yeah, have you do that. Now that he has some Pikmin, I'll send some. Alright, there we go. We're gonna believe in them. Those guys can get that. Perfect. Can't quite throw them up there, I guess. I see something concerning. There's a fucking bridge here. Oh. He ate some? Oh, no. Get in from the back. Okay, this is fine. Oh god, my alarm. Got him. Oh. See more enemies. There's one like all the fucking way out there. They're not coming and get me very quickly, so the enemy that got away, I guess. That was surprisingly easy comparatively to like the first one that I ever did, which made me lose straight up. Didn't even complete that one the first time. Wild. Okay. We did it. Once it's not lit up, I do not like how the luminals look. Too many holes. Olimar is so happy we're back. Look at him clapping. We did it. Incredible discovery. Glow Pikmin, even when touched by fire or electricity, are fine, completely unharmed. Well, that sounds downright useful. No, that's not all. Haha. Neither water nor poison bother them the least bit either. That's it. We must train ourselves to be as strong as Glow Pikmin. If they can do it, we can do it too, right? I'm pretty sure there's no amount of training that will make us impervious to fire. Colin's right about that one. Pretty sure there's nothing we could do to make us impervious to fire. Like, from the get-go. I think I'll stay in my suit for that one, because it's like fire repellent. Anyway. That shall be basically it. See what these two guys are, and then I'll do some end of stream times. These two dudes. Chat. Leader of a diverse research task force. It may seem like he doesn't work at all, but he's the glue that keeps the team together. Okay. Patch. A true gambler who revels in the game of life and leaves it all up to fate. He came to this planet with high hopes and high stakes. Yeah, I guess a gambler can just come here. Work doesn't end here. It's our duty to care and protect anyone we rescued and hear what they have to say. Let's hear their tale. Yeah. Cats pick quite a perch. Oh, goodbye, Ochi. Hey, I just wanted to apologize. Can't really do much for you under these, well, difficult circumstances. I'm acting as leader of a research task force, though its members are all so skilled they hardly need me. Well, what I mean is, I'm technically the leader, but the others are the stars of the operation. Make my job easy. Hey, isn't it okay if I ask a little favor of you? From what I can see, not all of the task force members have been found. I know you're very busy, believe me, but I'd appreciate if you could also find and rescue my missing team members. Is that anyone? If there's anyone who can do this, it's you. I sure hope so. Apparently, we've already rescued 3 of them. Steve, you're the one who saved me. Well, that means I still survived, so I won the battle between myself and this planet after all. I won't count that. Ongoing battle happening between you and this planet. Long haul fight that can make it hard to stay focused. Let's simplify and settle things once for all. How about this? If you can win and defeat more than 100 indigenous creatures to this planet. What does meaning of such challenges? There is no meaning. Some challenges only have significance if they're meaningless. I am remarkably efficient. It's not a lot, but please accept those. I suppose you could call it a small reward. 1,000? Well, we'll hit that soon enough. 1,000 is quite a lot, though. Alrighty. Well, I believe that is all. I don't think there was anything new that we picked up in the Piclopedia. Ah. There is everything new in the Piclopedia. Because we'll have Olimar's notes as well to read. I'm most interested in what he has to say about the Pikmin, because he's never said anything about the Pikmin. But I will be reading through all of these at some point, just incrementally, because I don't want to read them all at once for Olimar. But Pikminidae rubris. Pikmin are a part of the Ambuloridices class, which consists of creatures that exhibit both plant and animal characteristics. Pikmin will instinctively follow whoever plucks it from the ground, so it is quite common for them to form symbiotic relationships with another species or accept a leader of a different species as it serves the goal of propagating their own species as a whole. The red Pikmin is the most common Pikmin species. It can be identified by nose-like protuberance on its head and highly aggressive behavior. It also has few surprising and unique qualities. For example, it is immunity to extreme heat and fire despite the fact that it's a living organism. This can be explained by its looking closely at its skin and muscle fibers, which are made up of flame-resistant cellulose. Interesting. Its Pikminidae are ribous. It's generally believed that the Pikmin body was originally the root of a plant, and it evolved over centuries, if not millennia, developing structures analogous to muscles and neural networks, similar to those of a brain and more. However, yellow Pikmin possess a perfect resistance to electricity, a force which actually poses extreme danger to other organisms. Oddly enough, this species of Pikmin actually seems to enjoy electricity. Their flowers even bloom when they are exposed to an electrical current. This fact would lead one to believe that their neural transmission methods are quite different than our own. This species often uses the ear-like lamellae on its head to soar to great heights and dig holes. They dig holes with their ears? I guess they're not ears, right? But still, interesting. Blue Pikmin. Pikminidae Caerula. The accepted theory is that Pikmin evolved from terrestrial root vegetables, so it would be unable to breathe underwater and subsequently drown. Yet the blue Pikmin possess a gill-resembling mouth on their head, which enables them to be active underwater. While on land, they leaf and flower like other Pikmin species, and they breathe through their stomata on their skin, indicating they must be naturally amphibious. Pigment proteins on the surface of their body essentially perform the same photosynthetic process as cyanobacteria, for example, which is what gives them their striking color. Interesting. This species is definitely a member of Pikmin genus, but its body does not share any of the plant-like traits that Pikmin are known for. Instead, it's composed primarily of stone. The stone is actually the chosen host of a parasite subset of Pikmin species nicknamed Hermicmin. Similar to how a seed can sprout and push through the cracks of a rock, the Pikmin's roots stretch deep into the stone, storing its vital organs in an interior cavity that resembles a crystal geode. Because this species displays characteristics common in parasitism, one could hypothesize that the rock onion and rock candy pop bud stockpile stone that will eventually host the rock Pikmin. That is very interesting. It is a plant inside a rock more than it is a rock that is also a plant and animal. Pikminidae hapasaxum. Very interesting. Yeah, I love Olimar's notes a lot more than I care for Dalmo. Can't wait for Louis' notes. Because he's also never commented on how to eat Pikmin, so... Pikminidae volorosa. The wings on the back of this flying Pikmin species closely resemble the wings you would find on a flying creature. It's possible that an ancient winged onion somehow absorbed a flying creature's DNA, which then resulted in the precursor to the winged Pikmin transforming into the species we recognize today. If this theory is correct, then onions might also be serving the role of a messenger, transmitting new traits and characteristics to their Pikmin. That's a fun fact. I like that fact. The onions are the ones giving the traits to the Pikmin. Pikminidae habiglacious. Pikmin supposedly evolved from plants, yet there are also Pikmin species with bodies made of ice, also known as ice Pikmin. How is this possible? The answer to this question lies in the fact that ice Pikmin are parasitic by nature, and their ice serves as a host. The composition of this type of ice is predictably mostly water, but it resembles saline solution with faint concentrations of trace sodium ions, potassium ions, and calcium ions that function as neural transmitters. Oh, weird. Interestingly, the ice exhibits no visual signs of melting or dripping when exposed to sunlight. This is due to the low temperature core, which continuously creates more ice in order to maintain a consistent size. And this is the wackest Pikmin, biologically. We'll just keep producing ice in order to not melt. But another Hermikmin. That means the Bulbmin also probably a Hermikmin. But we don't get to have any thing on him here. So. Sad. Anyway, white Pikmin, Pikminidae venalbius. White Pikmin are born through a color-changing process within white candy pop buds, which only grow underground. The poison within its body is a type of diterpene alkaloid similar to a toxin often found in certain plant roots. If ingested, it can lead to vomiting, respiratory distress, and complete organ failure, ultimately resulting in death due to cardiac arrest. Though strong, this poison also has medicinal uses, sometimes going by the name aconite. The Pikmin are ambuloridices and evolved from plants, but it seems some species retain more of their plant-based evolutionary heritage than others. Fun fact. Is aconite like a real thing? Wolfsbane. That's what it is. Interesting. Neat. That is quite a fun fact. Oops. Pikminidae Yokuzunum. Fun. Slightly larger in size, purple Pikmin can weigh up to 10 times as much as other Pikmin species, and when thrown to the ground, their impact creates gravitational waves that can actually warp space-time. It's astonishing. They can fucking what? Purple Pikmin can warp space-time? What chads? The density of their muscle fibers is also much higher than the trait of other Pikmin, allowing them to transport 10 times as much weight as their average-sized counterparts. The rich purple color is derived from strong polyphenol antioxidants. Like white Pikmin, they are born from underground candy pop buds, and no related onions have been discovered so far. But I think somewhere underground, deep among the relics of the past, a purple onion is waiting to be discovered. I sure hope so. Yeah, let's read through all of the Pikmin type things. The Mentioned it somewhere here, right? Sorry, I didn't mean to distress you, Slooch. Ambulorodisses, yeah. Onion. Sometimes it lies dormant, much like a bulb, but dig it up from the ground and provide it with the right stimulus, for example, a good hard shake, and it will activate sprouting 3 root-like legs. It serves as a role similar to the nest or incubator for the Pikmin, absorbing pellets or the bodies of dead creatures for nutritional value, then propagating Pikmin in the same color as itself. Onions also seem to greedily attempt to replicate certain characteristics of the matter that they absorb by combining with or absorbing other onions, sometimes of the same type. It's been confirmed that just like Pikmin, an onion has muscle fibers in its bodies, and though it is unable to walk, it is capable of small range of motion. However, when one breaks down the biological matter it has absorbed, a fuel similar to bioethanol is created. Onions spray this fuel out of their mouths on their underbellies and are able to fly using their flower-like propellers for stabilization. Well, that's how they get into the fucking... That's how they get into orbit, I guess. Lilium Pikminiporta. Bulbous Lilium. While it doesn't sprout or create Pikmin, the specimen is the type of onion. A bulb like this one can be divided into 7 segments. It is highly nutrient dense and contains a strong energizing and analeptic effects. The compounds responsible for its characteristic smell resemble onion growth hormones. When absorbed by an onion, it fulfills a critical role in Pikmin proliferation by increasing the total number of Pikmin that can be withdrawn from an onion at any given time. Just like onions, it contains muscle fibers, but Flowerluck has no animalistic qualities to speak of. However, if you place one near an onion, it may start to move a bit, as though it's trying to roll over so it can be absorbed. That's interesting. Candy Pop Bud, Flora expellis. What looks like the interior of a flower is actually an insectivorous leaf that's developed into an organ. This organ releases a sweet scent from its central pistil, luring small insects into its interior and trapping them. The DNA of those captured organisms is directly absorbed by the plant's cells, which might indicate that this species is attempting to evolve at an astounding speed. But in most cases, the cells essentially self-destruct. The bud then releases Pikmin seeds of the same color, and the plant withers. Muscle fibers extremely similar to those of an onion were also found in this species, but so one could hypothesize that a candy pop bud is an undeveloped onion. However, there aren't enough details to confirm this theory either way. Fair enough. They are classified in the same family, but not or underdeveloped onion. It's just kind of like its own thing. But it is interesting that it's not only designed to like trap Pikmin, but could also trap smaller insects and turn them into Pikmin. Kind of like how any nutrients into an onion would make more Pikmin as well. Fun fact. Pellet Posy. In the stem of the pellet posy, one can observe the muscle fiber unique to half-plant, half-animal species, such as the Pikmin and candy pop bud flowers. So the pellet posy is a species that can be considered a close relative. Although the ability to crystallize nectar is unique to a small group of pellet weed family, the fact that these plants reach maturity so quickly and that their pellets contain such high concentrations of the natural nutrients in the soil explains why the Pikmin and so many of the other native species are so reliant on these pellets for sustenance. That's fair. There are a lot of creatures that subside on pellet posy. Hello, Pikmin. Although they've been family, Pikminidae supravellum. Family, Interesting. Although they've been named glow Pikmin, it's not entirely clear whether or not this species is actually a type of Pikmin. These creatures possess the same fundamental behaviors of Pikmin, like carrying phase, propagating, and fighting. They also share special characteristics, such as the leaf on top of their head. Yet, they do not spawn from an onion, but a luminol. And they are only active at night or underground. During the day, they revert into seeds and enter a resting state. What's even more surprising is that they exhibit no signs of life. When a glow Pikmin dies, if that word can be even used, it does not expire in the typical sense. Instead, it just becomes a form of light, or perhaps a photon, and returns to the luminol. Putting aside my scientist hat for a moment, it seems to me that this creature or entity may not be a living organism at all, but some manner of spiritual substance. Glow Pikmin are fucking weird. Okay. Family, huh? Beside the fact that they serve as incubators and nests for glow Pikmin, we know very little about the luminol's ecology. When nocturnal creatures die, a luminol can break them down into glow pellets, through its strong dissolving enzymes. This matter, when condensed, becomes glow sap. One might assume glow sap is then an extremely dangerous substance, but it has hardly any negative effects. In fact, I've had it administered to me personally as a curative medicine to break down growing leaves. Luminols will only appear in places where the onion has located earlier in the day. And since they propagate glow Pikmin, one could surmise that they are rhizomes from those onions. Perhaps, using its dissolving powers, it returns the nectar that supports the ecosystem back to the soil. Very weird things, these two. Nothing about Tricknolls, though. I would assume that they'd have, like, their own thing. I mean, they are the same, they just, like, can't produce its own glow sap, right? So I thought they'd, like, probably try to theorize on why that is. If they are different, or if they're just, like, the same thing, because they share roots, like the two luminol times. They are shared, but anyway, we'll read more Olimar stuff next time. While doing Olimar missions. Oh, you have another thing to talk about, don't you? Yay! Will do. All right. Now, finally, for end of stream times. Monday Celeste, Tuesday is Metroid Prime 4, which comes out tomorrow, but we'll start playing it on Tuesday. I might play a little tiny bit of it, just to get, like, a feel of it, so I know what's going on. I just want to play a little bit of it. I'm not going to get too far. I want most of my reactions to be firsthand and recorded. I might play a little bit of it. Either way, Wednesday, Friday, Pikmin 4, and Thursday, tomorrow, we should be able to finish DKCR. If not, then next week. And then after that, we will start playing Blueprints. Speaking of stuff that is happening in the future, I will be out the week of Christmas. I'll be visiting my parents with a partner. It's going to be an exciting time. I hope. There hadn't been drama in the family until, like, last year, which was very strange, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. So, yeah. I think it's going to be a great time, and I just don't want to be proven wrong. Anyway, yeah. Speaking of, it's almost the end of the year. Fucking wild. That means I've almost been doing this for 2 years. Consistently. wild. But, you know, I'm glad. I'm glad I've been doing this for as consistently and for as long as I have. Especially since I tried in the past, never did it, and then just kind of kept doing it. So, I did it. Thumbs up. Anyway, that's it for me rambling on. I've been Lucas Twerka. This has been Pikmin 4, and I'll see y'all later.